So anyway, the oxygen, what am I saying? I'm going to print a medium storage because we have excess resin currently and we need storage. Storage we are struggling on. We have one available spot here. This is doing something. It's all going wrong. Just kidding, it's not going wrong. But I think if we make a large platform A now, because we're going to be making one in rather soon, so put this on it, it's not going to be a waste, and it's going to be very time efficient because we need one anyway. And we have the resin, so let's just do it. Alright. Now, other goals for now are I'm going to head underground for the first time because I haven't yet actually gone underground, and I need to because we have no aluminium and we need lots of aluminium. Well, I say lots, we need 2. So we need to find 2 chunks of laterite under the Earth's surface. That is going to be a bit timey. Laterite doesn't come easy. It's not insanely rare, but it's also not like popping out of every hole. So let's chuck down everything we don't really need to carry on us. No, I know that you can do that, but don't do it. And then we're going to need lots of tethers. So while that's printing, I'm going to head over to this compound ore over here, gather up some of that, see what tethers we can make, and then find a suitable dig site. Ooh, bit of lag. Hey, okay. So there's 1 chunk, 2 chunks. This is a lot of compound. 3 chunks, and then I'll grab a 4th. Okay, good. That should sort us fairly well for the time being. I'm going to head back to base and convert these into tethers, then place down this platform and see where we go from there. So 1 and 2. I'm not going to convert all of it just yet into tethers in case we think of something later down in the line that requires compound. But for now, let's just do that. So let's turn 460. Is that going to give us enough? Yeah, it should. Okay. So now that we have this table here, we can begin positioning where we want things to go. So, I think... Okay. Okay. There. Nice. So this table is going to hold the spare research chamber that we have. And it's going to look very nice. Very, very nice. Boom. And then once the current research that's being developed is done, it's going to go directly next to it. So we have 2 research chambers next to each other. Just going to clear some space here. Don't really need to, but aesthetically I would like to. Now, for us to build the rocket we need aluminium, as I said a second ago. So we're going to need to go underground, and to do that we're going to need to dig a hole. It is a good tactic to dig a hole next to your base specifically for going underground, but if you can find a cave nearby that already goes down into a cave system, then it's much better just to use that. So I'm just giving a quick little eye around or holes. Did I just... Okay, I don't know. And if I remember correctly, I believe there's quite a lot of holes near this resin source over here. So time to put my memory to the test. And it checks out. Is this a cave system or is this the resin? I think that might be the big resin bit. And this. Look at that. That's exactly what we were looking for. A big hole with probably a lot of cave systems in it. So that's what we're going to use as our cave system. So it's this way. So if we place down tethers directly to it. I'm talking fast. And just like this, we have made it to what is going to be our cave system from now on. So that is super no way! It's a dead end. That sucks. Ooh, you see that, guys? You see that there? That, I think, is the very tip of some laterite. Meaning there's laterite here, and probably a cave nearby. Look at that! Genius! Okay, so the intention now was to go caving, but that didn't happen because I found a lot of laterite here, which we might as well collect up just a bunch of it. Bunches and bunches. Sweet. That's as much as we can That's as much as we can hold. So let's head back to the base and get this smelted up into some aluminium, and then see where our research is at to see how close we are with the rocket. So just boom, 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 boom. Turn that on, put this there, put this there, and that should begin smelting into lots of aluminium. And look at that, we just ticked over the 1,500 mark, meaning we can now build a small shuttle. Yay! That's great. Now, does this printer make it? It doesn't. We need a large printer to make it. So, a large printer costs 3 compound. So it is good that we didn't turn all of our compound into tethers earlier, as I would have needed to collect more compound than I need to now. Pardon me. So if we head back over to our suspiciously large compound hole, should just have enough compound in here to collect just one more. Just like that. Head back and make a large printer. Now, I don't know what platform a large printer goes on, but I'm imagining that it's a 2x2. It's like similar to the research chamber and smelter and things like that. Oops. Print the right thing this time, I'm going to be careful. I want a large printer. Okay. Yes, that does look sizable. So, printing a large printer, we're going to need either a platform type A, like this, or a platform type B, like this. Which, given that it's a printer that uses resources, I think a platform type B would have more benefits. And I know that a platform type B costs 3 resin. So let's just pick some of that off our solar centrifuge. We'll then wait for this to finish, and then we'll be in action. While that's printing, I think we could just probably put it on this platform here for the time being, before we get super serial about what we're doing. And then we'll get the show on the road. So I'm going to wait for this to either print or this to smelt, and I'll see you guys in a minute. I've just remembered while I was waiting for the thing to print and the thing to smell, I clearly know exactly what I'm talking about by just saying thing a lot, that this pod is still here and requires power to open it. So I've been doing a little bit of looking into it, and by little bit I mean very little. I've thought about it a bit, and I think we're gonna need a lot of power input, possibly, because there's these little bits here that look like the little battery icons. Oh, okay, it's quite windy. Let's do a test. Let's head back to the base and grab the small wind turbine that we have, and then we'll place it down and plug it into that to see what happens. Either nothing's going to happen, which is probably what's going to happen and is what I think is going to happen, or the little black bars either side of the base are going to start lighting up. Which, if that's the case, that is very good, because that's what we want to happen. And then when that pops off, we'll see what goodies are inside. So, coming over here to the pod, I do need to fix this terrain at some point, because it's very rocky and hard to maneuver around. So I might just create a bridge going from my base to the grass on the outcrop, because later on, if we do make a rover, that'll be a very handy area to go to. So if we plug this into there, what happens? Well, it's not windy. Oh, it is not. Look at that. Okay, the bars are filling up. That is very good. That is amazing. So I'm gonna sit tight here and see what's going on. Come on, 2 bars left. Man, this was sweet. I'm looking. Ooh, what's that? Research sample. Hold F to scan. Scan or research to gain bytes. Scan or research. Okay, I'm gonna research it because I have a feeling if I scan it, it's gonna give me a bit, but if I research it, it's gonna give me a lot. So I'm not gonna scan. I'm gonna research. Luckily, we built the second research chamber in the base that we can use to research this. But do we want to do that, or do we want to use this one because we're building the printer? This has 40 seconds left. Okay, let's sort out the big printer now and see what this is all about. This is huge. This thing, blimey, that is big. Okay, that is definitely going on a larger platform. Okay, right. Let me stand back. Just stand out of the way a second. So currently we can build a shelter. That'll be super handy to have. 2 silicone and 2 plastic. We cannot make either of those yet, so we're not going to do it. And a small shuttle, yay! 2 aluminium. Sweet, we can do that. I'm looking forward to this. This is excellent news. So the shuttle looked fairly large, even though it was a small shuttle. So I'm going to move the research chamber over here and put this outside, just so I don't have any horrible, mix-ups going on. And while that's happening, let's put this funky thing in there. How much does that give us? Jeez! 1,350? That is amazing. That's the most we've ever gotten yet. That's great.